And we are back for Acts 3 and 4. Max Elite's demands. Yeah, that's true. We're definitely back for at least some of Act 3.
This is Act 3. We know that. We've gotten that far.
We have the Max Elite path demands that we start getting to either this and then just cut out in that same direction. So we have the ability to go for a relatively early shot, which would probably be a removal. It's worth noting our money gets us twice as far. We could even buy a great relic.
Yeah, yeah. And I actually quite like that. And it gives us a chance to take I Am Rich if it's the event right before it. And we do like events because our deck already beats the heart as long as it has enough health when it gets there and the right potions. Yeah.
Throw a single. Yeah, throw a single card.
Yeah. Yeah, Dacro. It could be deflect. Every health. Every health.
It could have been deflect, that is true, but nightmare bouncing, adrenaline bouncing.
It works.
Double bouncing next turn.
Having 4 energy is so nice. But imagine a run where this had Snecko Eye. I just keep dreaming of it. Every time I close my eyes, I wake up and I'm a confused snake gecko.
We can get a little bit of the way there with Snecko Oil.
That's true. That's a really good Snecko Oil. Like, no joke.
Oh, what do we drop for it?
I know, because once again, this regen potion, I feel like, needs to be clicked. Snecko Oil was actually really good.
Maybe the Snecko Oil still needs to go over the regen potion, though.
Right. Yeah. It almost got to be used. Oops. Enemy died.
Oops. All dead. Don't
Skip?
think we need any of those. No.
Yeah. I think I agree.
Tell you what, I want to remove and walk away. Do we have a guarantee? We do have a guaranteed shop at the end of the act.
I like Toolbox. I like Toolbox.
I don't dislike Toolbox.
I like Toolbox a lot.
Okay. I can like Toolbox to 59.
Okay. And card remove. Vamos. No vamos. Here's the second regen potion if we were going to try to carry double regen, but I think we're carrying better potions than that.
Yeah, I agree. It's the strike removal, right?
I think so. Yeah. Are there any more defends? Any stinky defends out there sticking around?
There's this one trying to masquerade as not a defend. I see you. You're a basic.
I know what you're up to. This run needs a bird face turn. Oh god, it's here.
Normality right before 3 elites.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
Really?
Yes, yes. We have courier and we have membership card that deliver us directly to victory. 1 card is all we need to play per turn. The first one's a wraith form. The normalities are fine. We take this.
I trust you.
It's so good. It's so scary, but it's actually so good.
Nice. We could try and enlighten to get Nightmare down so that we can play. We could even just Nightmare 3 backstabs into the next hand if we desperately
There's a
wanted to.
world to where we Phantasmal Killer and we Nightmare Skewer. Just so that we have a Skewer in the next hand. Oh, we have Enlightenment too. So the Nightmare's cheap.
Yeah,
Nice.
but what if we did Enlightenment, like that same plan, but then we just Nightmared the Glass Knife? Because per point, Glass Knife Nightmare is far better than Skewer Nightmare.
That's
if we
true.
have PK set for next turn.
That's true. Yeah, send it. Nightmare that. Nightmare that boy.
1, 2, and then this is only going to be hitting one. No, but it has to go in the other order. Dang. So we don't get to optimize for the Shuriken.
I know, that would have been nice. So Toolbox, I think, is very, very good because Toolbox is effective draw. Ew.
How do you
This
feel
might
about
have to be
acrobatics
acro.
normality?
Yeah. Because like waveform, so we get one more play.
Least
Few
damage we can
adrenaline.
take. Looking for specifically Wraith form, maybe actually, because it's all bailout plays at this point.
Oh, bailed. Okay, now play the hand.
Hell yeah!
We definitely play the powers.
Yes. Do we ever play one of the glass knives first?
Yes. Yeah, agreed. To increase the chance of hitting bouncing flusk.
Which it do.
Nice.
That it do.
That it freaking do, baby. Let's go. These turns are money.
Whew. Really glad that shook out like it did, because
I never said that taking the normality wasn't scary. I just said it was the winning play.
it's true. It's not what you said.
Never would I suggest that it's not scary. It's so scary. But I've been looking for this whole time. I'm just thinking like, how are we getting over how do we survive the beat of death? Like literally, how do we have enough effective life to be able to live while we're intangible as we get times 15, and that'll do it. 2,000 effective purchasing power. Skippy.
Okay.
What would you want another backstab?
We're designing around the heart at the moment, right? And that's the reason we can't
Yeah.
just flood the deck with backstabs. But
That's right.
one of my favorite silent builds of all time was Glass Knife in a bottle. It was backstab, 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 finisher. It was just nuking enemies on turn one, just dropping bombs.
That's awesome.
All right.
Well, we'll be glad for front load here. Apotheosis?
It comes at full cost, right?
It does. And if we draw a normality, we'll be glad to have one expensive card to play, probably. Excuse me.
It's all good.
So do we have to
It's
play
already a
Wraith form?
Delete right there. Well, I mean, maybe? I think we just delete these two.
Okay.
Actually, we can do this with backstab flying knee, right?
Perfect.
Yeah, get an energy for next turn as well. And then just pop this.
Hopefully it hits something. That's something.
It's 38 damage. That's certainly something. And that something is 38 damage.
Nightmaring Piercing Wail is not bad for this fight.
It's not awful. Don't
Like
have
Nightmare
high energy
Piercing Wail.
expectations.
And then just play it and then strike. Although I guess playing it doesn't do anything, does it?
That's true.
I would put all damage on the Repto. This dagger's going to die on its own.
Yes, of course. We have the extra turn.
You want to calculate?
Yeah, there's
think
so much we can do with
need
it.
damage.
Nightmare Wraith. We can even...
I think we can Nightmare Noxious. And then just play the Wraith.
How do we play the Wraith?
We won't this turn. We'll hold it. Do we have...
How are we
Wellblade?
holding it?
Acro. Draw it. It gets us adrenaline too. Yeah, this turn's actually not bad. So it would be Acro, play the Well-Laid, play the Nightmare on the Noxious Fumes, and then potentially play the Adren if we want to. And Nightmare Noxious Fumes puts the fight... Oh, wow. Yeah, we get to just play the Wraith form. That's good. Okay, nice turn. We did it.
Blade darts. We don't care about putting that in the next cycle. Let's... I don't want
Careful.
adrenaline because of the...
Nightmare first. You're playing around Nightmare City now. If you play the Neutralize out, that also increases the chance that you don't draw the thing. There's lots of like little micro, but ultimately it's just... Luck be my landlord.
Landlord be a lady tonight.
That's how it goes. I guess noxious fumes it is.
Noxious calc.
Ooh.
Get that value.
Major value.
Thank you, that is my rank.
Major. Apotheosis, what are you doing?
What's the vector, Victor?
Upgrading our acros.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just that and bouncing flask, I think. Nice.
So next, actually, we hold piercing here, so that we don't die next turn. Oh, we found it. Cuidado. Be careful.
It was drawing... Yeah.
Good.
It was the world where we drew two nightmares there, two normalities there that would have been a bit of a problem, but we still had the ability to play two cards, and that would have been just Piercing Whale and the weakness.
And we have potions and stuff too, right? Like, we've not been talking about them much, but they're there. Excuse me.
Now let's draw into the normality, and then... Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I can't play my hand. So rude.
Dang.
Bird face turn. Oh. Okay. What do you want to bottle? There's a couple great choices.
Is it Nightmare?
It could be Calculated Gamble. That might be the best thing that we could bottle.
It could be, right? It gives us the ability for our first turn to be blow out the enemy, or it can be, no, we're looking for the Wraith forms already.
Yep. We're looking for the other thing. Burst, huh? It's a pretty good card.
With double Nightmare in the deck and Adrenaline and Acrobat. I think we take the burst.
I think we're taking the burst. And the Mummified Hand? Yeah. There's some goodies. I mean, there's a world where you just like bottle Adrenaline, I guess, but I really do like bottled Calc or bottled Acro. Just reset your hand.
I like it, right? It gives us the, as I said, like the ability to kind of choose what kind of combat we're in and play around that significantly. I don't think the Fear Potion.
Agreed. We're past that point. Do you want to upgrade the other Wraith form?
I do. Let's think a moment about our upgrade debt, right? Wraith form, Adrenaline really wants one. I think we're just kind of liking and lumping the fact that the acrobatics are both going to be missing theirs.
Unless we make an Apotheosis, which we will.
Really wants one.
Would love one. Yeah. It's true.
1, 2, 3. Well, it doesn't even. 1, 2, 3. 4 question mark?
Burst upgrade is pretty nice.
It is, but I'm just like thinking in terms of priority. 1, 2, 3, 4. For me, at least.
In a world to where we had found like Orichalcum and we're at higher health, instead of taking money, maybe we would have taken Mind Bloom.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been an awful
get the deck upgrade.
Awful time, especially with the amount of upgrades that we would have been able to encounter that at the time. Zero
You
until
thinking
play.
Forethought, or are you thinking Apotheosis here?
I'm thinking about that Forethought. Calculated Gamble. So we'd have to what? Because Calc, 2 backstabs, and a Glass Knife or an orbiting hand. So we have 3 other cards. And one of those 3 cards has to be something we want to send to the bottom of the deck to become 0 cost for Forethought.
Yeah,
Apotheosis.
but if we do have a Wraith form there, as an example, we'll be really happy that we can Forethought it to the bottom and have a free Wraith form. And otherwise, we just Calculated Gamble and we get through the whole thing anyway. This fight, I think, either path will win because this fight is destroyed by our deck. Like it doesn't come close to defeating our deck.
Agreed.
As long as we don't play like super foolishly, we should be fine.
I think we just aggro first. Keep looking. You okay?
Yeah, when car alarm sounds.
So good. Perfect.
Normality. We play well laid here, right? Before calc.
Well, I mean, if we well aid and then calc, we can't play anything if we draw into a normality.
It's true, but we can hold.
Still throw out the attacks first, at least? Because we do want these to exhaust.
I think you're right. I think we do the attacks. In which case...
Too quick! It's fine. We got the Wraith form anyway. Although maybe we hold on to Nightmare.
I think we are.
Got another Wraith form in the draw pile.
Yeah. I think we are. And we can burst it, hopefully. Oh, perfect. Yeah. So we want to Nightmare both Wraith form and Noxious Fumes, and then we certainly win.
So we Adrenaline first, because no risk. We Adrenaline first, then we Bullet Time, then we just proceed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's awesome.
Hell of a hand.
This deck is looking like only rares. It's awesome.
I've been thinking about, like, in particular, our silent runs, and I'm like, which have we not got Wraith form on? Because in my own individual runs, I'll go a lot of runs on silent without seeing Wraith form.
We take a lot of elites.
Here. It's true.
We get a lot of opportunities to look at rare cards. Yeah. Do you actually, is this Bouncing Flask over Noxious? Bouncing Wraith instead of Noxious Wraith? Probably just better.
No, because the
faster.
Noxious go through the whole hand with the cost reduction with the mummified hand. And unless we can guarantee that we have the bullet time, it's really hard to get too many of those Bouncing Flasks down in the
Well, we can play 2, and that's 32 poison. Is way fast.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
And then still the Wraith one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's done. It is decided. The enemy has died. They have chosen doom.
I mean, we can set those Wraith forms free into the next cycle. We have 4 Wraith forms in the draw.
We just play 2 Bouncing Flask and call that a turn. Yeah, because we have another Wraith, and we can hold one too, if we wanted.
It's true.
And we might as well.
All those bouncings are also going into the next draw pile.
Oh no, normality, bro. Oh, bye, bro. I don't know if we have enough Wraith form rounds. I'm not sure.
-3 decks per turn.
Be kind game. Love me.
Oh,
Love
we
games.
got loved. More love?
Love.
We'll hold that. That's fine.
It's good. It's good love. We produced block. Incredible. How
That's
did
the
you do
last
that?
turn we're allowed.
Yeah, that's for sure. -11 dexterity. That's awesome. Love games.
There you go. You're
Phantasmal and
not,
hold the glass knife so that we can win next turn.
you're not allowed to exist much longer.
GG.
Jeech.
Birdface turn. Sundial is similar.
It's not nothing. Hey, we don't have to upgrade it if this is already upgraded.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the play.
Just goes in.
Hey, that's sustain.
It's some. We know it's going to hit
We'll take
here
it.
at the absolute least.
Mm-hmm.
It's just next floor, it activates before we take any damage. Secret weapon, panic button, discovery.
These are at cost, which lends me towards secret weapon or panic button. And secret weapon is a way to thin the deck draw effectively. Because we can secret weapon into our thing and then and then calc. Oh, dude, that's actually really good.
I think it's well laid glass knife calc.
Okay. I like that turn a lot. The key is making sure we get to Wraith form sooner rather than later. Bursting a Nightmare is a way to be sure that we have Wraith online. Huh.
I guess that will work.
46 damage. Oh, Rhapsody. I'm sorry. It's been a good run.
You're right. We're probably going to die here. I'm going to see what I can do. So if I have Phantasmal Killer, it's 46. We got 47. We might be able to survive this turn. Neutralize 34. Well laid. Then, I guess Wraith form, Wraith form, Wraith form, Wraith form, Wraith form, Wraith form, Wraith form. Oh! You know what? Actually, I think I might have found the line. We're only going to take 1 damage now.
That's a good line. I'm not sure how you thought it up so quickly. It's incredible.
Big old brain
Deft
genius.
maneuvering. This deflect, unfortunately, is it wanted so badly to contribute.
How about Nightmare Blade Dance? Hit him with the Flying Knee.
Okay.
And then we just scale off of strength rather than dex.
Sounds good. I mean, it's going to be some poison, too. You can do both. Especially with bullet time here and acro. Ooh. Ooh. Spice. E. Spice. Continues. You gonna piercing well to save 3 lives? Hell yeah.
Okay. Sorry, there was a world where that final card was normality, and I was about to be real mad at myself.
That's fair. That's fair. A wise consideration. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holding an acro, I guess. Negative 22 dex. Now that is an interesting mechanic.
This is a number of negative decks that I only ever really expect to see on a modded character.
Or a run with me. Holding normality.
Yeah, I dropped the burn because I think we're only playing 3 cards this turn. Yeah.
I think it's cool to see. Oh, if you Phantasmal and hold skew. Oh, no. This is...
Intangibility.
Wrong turn.
Flying Knee still... No, we're going to hold the acrobatics exclusively for dropping the next normality. Or not. Maybe we're not doing that, and it's fine. We can draw through a bunch of cards there. All right. Fine. There goes normality. There's a point of dex. Point of strength, rather. This is, again, just 3 more damage. There's kind of unblockable with our deck at the moment.
Maybe Abacus would be good.
Abacus would actually be quite good. We do have a lot more cycling in this deck than it necessarily looks like on the face of it.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we could. Piercing Well doesn't quite get us there. I think we just, at some point in time, we just hold one of these things, right? It's not like we can accomplish much more on this turn anyway. Victory. Burst that normality.
Dang, I'll hold it at the absolute least. We can hold 3 cards at the end of that turn.
Oh, the boot. It's okay, we're gonna buy a Birdface turn. It's gonna win this run. Buy that. We should fight it. Yeah.
Yeah, we can delete one of them on turn 1 almost. Kind of.
Master Strat or Purity. It could be Purity.
Yeah, because if we don't have discard in our opening hand otherwise.
It's like not likely that we see a normality here, but if we do, we'll be really thankful that we did it. I'm totally willing to use Snecko Oil here if we need to. Also.
Do we have to count gamble immediately?
Because of normalities.
Because of normalities. We don't want to backstab, glass knife, etc. Just kind of go off and then take 12 because we normalitied on the count gamble.
That's fair. But we do really need to kill one, and this is... Well, I mean, once we play Wraith form, do we need to kill one?
What if we kill
Debatable.
one on turn 1? With the backstab, blade dance, glass knife. I'm almost certain we reach the amount of damage with all of those.
Yeah.
We'll check it just before doing it. But what if we did that, accepted the 12, assuming the count gamble misses?
Right.
Right. We've got the 15 healing here from going to the store, which we're 100% going to. We've got a shot directly, a rest before.
Always.
We've got a rest afterwards. Obviously, one of them is going to have to be the recall. We still have upgrades that we want in the deck, but
We can recall there.
we
I think
can
I recall
turn
there.
them down. Yeah, recall here for the possibility of having to rest here after some trash happens to us.
Something.
I think that the best might be deleting an enemy on turn 1 here.
Yeah. Yeah. I tend to agree. And bouncing flask?
I was going to play this for the possibility of still defending some. But I
like a
guess, like,
deflect.
what are our hits there? It's the Survivor, Neutralize, Piercing Whale, Deflect, Adrenaline, Pseudo.
We can't play the Wraith forms. We don't have the energy for it, which
Yeah.
is funny.
I mean,
Which makes me wonder if it really is just... Yeah. This is good, actually.
we did just go past, I think, almost all of our poison.
Boom. Block on this turn. Hold bullet time, I guess?
Has to be.
We can hold 2 things, so we can hold both of these. Not all the poison. We still have a way.
The noxious fumes.
Doing a Nightmare Adrenaline since this is our last normality. Bullet time, Nightmare Adrenaline, play Wraith form.
Yeah.
Works. And then that should be the end of taking damage.
One should hope. I guess that skewer is actually just going to delete the enemy. Ah, yes.
Ginger's good.
Weakened Essence of Steel. I mean,
That's not
against
bad,
anything
right?
except for the Beat of Death, it's actually quite good. Is it better than any of the other things we have at the moment? Hard to tell. Another Bouncing Flask. Dash.
I think you click it.
With the second catalyst.
Bouncing
Yeah, with the
Flask.
catalyst.
Yeah, with the cat and with Mummified Hand, you know, we're able to consistently play these really high cost cards. I
don't
think you're right. I
both
don't
are
think
any
the
of these.
Essence of Steel. Yeah, I don't think so.
Take our
Dude,
recall.
this run is very cool. Horncleat, I want it.
I want it
Centennial
too.
Puzzle. I want it. We have 1,200 gold.
Oh yeah, sorry. We just
We have
click
Courier.
things. Click, click. So max HP
I want
seems
that.
good. Click.
Yep.
3 shivs in the
That
opening
seems-
hand. That
Yeah,
our
sure.
opening hand is
Calculated gamble. 10 cards.
currently 11.
What?
It's 11.
Do we have a bag of prep?
Toolbox.
That puts us at 8.
Ring of Snake.
That you're saying the ninja scroll would make us at 11, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
But that's okay. That's okay because we get calculated gamble value. Are we also we're removing strike, right? No, we're removing normality. Don't be silly, Teak. Don't be ridiculous. You want a question card? Do you want a
What?
leg sweep?
Not hugely on the question card. Maybe on the leg sweep.
You want a thinking ahead?
I'm not sure.
Maybe
Not sure. I There is a world where we just save the money for the next merchant, because we still have the
could
courier
buy-
there.
We could buy hand drill to dig. Like at some point in time, 854 gold is so much that we should at least consider the dig path.
Guarantee this is an event.
That sounds good. Bronze scales is hella damage. Shovel? Yeah.
Are we going to dig for relics? Or do we care more about upgrading certain cards in the deck? Adrenaline, burst.
So maybe this store is done.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm good with it.
Because there does get to a point where you're like, I've been digging for 400 gold.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Hey,
Yo, is it upgrade a card? Okay. You like the adrenaline,
Get 'em.
and then what? The other nightmare?
Either the other nightmare or the burst, but whichever we don't do, we're doing at the start of the
We'll
next
get the
floor.
other. Yeah, because we'll get the meal ticket for the full heal.
So I think it is nightmare because the burst is going to be significantly hampered in the upcoming fight.
Art, how you feeling about taking 999 gold? You feel good?
Extremely good about it, yeah.
Okay. It was scary.
I-
There were, and it was weird in the mid. There were scary moments, and we had to think about our draw a lot.
There, yeah, I would have definitely been scared off by the idea that we're deliberately pathing through these for the Max Elite Challenge. And it feels like it could have cost us. I don't know if I'm like making a play around like the 5% chance that it ends up costing us because it just
Fairy in a
locks a
bottle
hard
is
hand.
consistently the thing that has allowed us to do silly stuff.
That's a good point, well made. I think it's a secret technique.
Yeah. Love it. Okay.
Well,
How do you want to win?
It feels like we probably want to poison scale against this enemy.
So do you want to do that this turn?
Yes, and I want to do it by playing well-laid plans and then calc gamble.
No, you don't want a secret technique bouncing?
I mean, that would be a way to get the poisons started, and then the idea, I guess, past that point is like burst catalyst something.
Or
Yeah.
Nightmare Catalyst or whatever. And then we get to hold calculated gamble to make sure that we find Wraith form or whatever.
So we would then, well-laid plan, secret technique gets the bouncing flasks. That's 3 cards if we play the bouncing flask as well. And then, are we trying to reset the enemy past that point and going like shiv, 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 backstab, backstab, blade dance?
We totally could. We totally could. And just hold count.
5, 6,
We're there.
9. Yeah, that's the full 12.
I think we should do it.
Yep. That shouldn't have been first. Well, it doesn't matter. It's not going to change the play.
It's a good consideration, though. Wow, that's a lot of damage. We did 100 damage in attacks. And also we got our poison online.
You can nuke him turn 1. This is what I'm saying, T.
You want to acro first? Acro calc?
Yep.
I guess we could burst acro because if we draw the normality with that, we can discard it. But then we're in a position to where if we have to calc gamble afterwards, it's not ideal.
Although we do have another acrobatics and a survivor in the draw pile, so if we did the first 2, which is just the acro and then calc, we still have a bailout, assuming we draw another card that's relevant. I think I prefer that one rather than the burst acrobatics here.
Yeah, yeah.
We just drew the 2 cards that were our bailouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Makes me significantly less keen on doing this with the calc. I'm thinking instead,
Well,
like,
we
drop
can just calc and
backstab,
play the Wraith form.
use acrobatics. Calc can play the Wraith form, but we've played 2 cards.
We only played the acro so far.
So what card was I counting that we were going to play that we haven't?
We were considering doing burst acro or whatever, but right now this is just the acro. So then
yes. No,
Yeah.
you're right. It's that.
We're clean. This is exactly what you planned around, actually. Unless we fail to get the goodies. But we have Piercing Whale here, so we're golden. There's our block. That's a great turn, actually.
15
Unless you
becomes
just wanna-
46 because it gets added to by the Snecko. There's also Nightmare left in the draw pile. So 15 becomes 46. 46 becomes just under 150, and that becomes 350. We Nightmare Catalyst, and then we just Catalyst 3 times next turn.
Do we have to take damage, though? Does it matter? Doesn't. It does, actually. It does matter because we could be off of max, right?
Oh, no. Sorry. We heal 15 when we go to the Merchant, which actually is legitimate on the next floor now.
Yep. But we have, like, how much damage are we taking here? 16, 32, 34?
34.
Sorry. So we're at 17. We heal 75% of the difference. Okay, so we're good. From 1, we actually wouldn't full heal because 15, you heal 75%. But from there, we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
GG.
GG. That one. Then that. Okay. And then that one. And there we go.
You found the line. You keep finding them.
What can I say? Two thump.
No Wraith form required.
He said, look, Ma, no Wraith form.
Solved.
Look, Ma, no defend. It was literally just the Horncleave.
Look, see, Xaxis 15. This is what I was talking about. So you want burst? I like burst.
Heavily. Oh. That's a good question, actually.
Hilarious.
What is the resolution order here? Because it's not from left to right in terms of your relic set.
Do you want to find out? Click it.
No, I don't want to find... But the only reason I don't want to find out is because the shivs were generated before everything else in our hand last time, which means this will do nothing.
Well, we have to dig. We have to dig to more relics.
That is true, but this is 7 max HP. I'd start digging here.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Smart. Ooh,
Cal Gamble makes that pretty
That's
spicy.
block that don't care about Wraith form. That's good. Sir. Well, okay, go ahead and bottle the Wraith form. That's a play.
We're definitely doing that. Teak, we might also be buying a poison potion.
Yeah, genuinely, right? Let's remove, before we forget, let's remove the friggin' normality so I don't have to think about this stinker.
Yes, I would like to never have to have a panic attack drawing that again, please.
I mean, you could buy Ornamental Fan, and that makes block with Blade Dance. Certainly better than Bag of Prep.
It does, but we lose all of the block it creates by playing Blade Dance and then the 3 shivs against the 2 thumps.
That's a good point. Well, it's just offsetting Beat of Death, right? But for what purpose? I see what you're saying. Like, why do you play the Blade Dance anyway? Yeah. Do you want a Pantograph?
I'm totally fine with the Pantograph. But my main focus right now is what am I dropping to get that poison potion?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Because Catalyst and Nightmare is our plan for the heart, in my mind.
I really think this Snecko oil is very good. Like, I think it's incredible. I think you can do some really silly stuff with this Snecko oil.
Mm-hmm.
To the point to where I don't even think you need this poison potion, especially since we have double bouncing flask.
I will not then make my pitch.
What's your pitch?
My pitch was drop the fairy for the poison.
Drop the fairy, bro.
We have a Wraith Form in the opening hand, right? We have another Wraith Form in the deck.
It's just effective life extension, right?
Exactly.
Because the only thing that could kill us with our current, like, if we change nothing, if we just go right now, the only thing that can kill us is hemorrhaging slightly too much damage from times 15s and Beats of Death. Our deck does not lose.
Yes. My concern is that the situation where it becomes like really much of a drag out fight, right? Where we're no longer gaining decks from anything because we've played a bunch of Wraith Forms where Heart of Death, the Beat of Death, as well as their times 15 is really destructive to us, is where we are in the second cycle and still trying to put together poison for the catalyst.
Okay, you should buy this pantograph in case there's a potion belt underneath it.
That's not nothing.
Let's drop the fairy. Free the fairy. Fairy, go free. I'm about it. Art of War? Wow. Wow.
Goodbye, fairy.
Get that Art of War. Click on that. Click on that. Look at our bar. Let's go, dude. Oh, man. How are we going to win?
How aren't we?
It's just too bad the deck never really came together, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, never lucky. Yeah. I don't think we worry right now. I think we just click things and watch things die.
Click and watch things die is the name of my metal band, actually.
I like that. I like that. Sorry, I forget. What's the lead? What's the lead track on your Breakout album?
On the eponymous album, Click and Watch Things Die. The song Click and Watch Things Die. Metal is simple.
Of course, my apologies. There's
yeah.
Unfortunately, okay. Like I do have some punchlines going on, but I'm like, nope, not for YouTube. Nice.
Oh, that's good. It's pretty cool to have Wraith Form just like there, you know.
Speaking of, let's just have Wraith Form there forever.
Survivor always blocks now. No matter how dexterity, our dexterity.
That is true. And our dexterity do dexterity.
You better, you're gonna have to, yeah. Maybe a little, yep. Maybe, oh, yep. Oh, good. Oh, wow. Ooh. Unexpected.
Do you think I should play the last one?
I think so. We'll probably not get this opportunity again.
You're right. Oh, we're not even going to heal back up to full with the blood vial. I don't even know if it's worth it at this point.
Yeah, maybe one of those. Ooh. Oh, wow. Ooh. Huh.
Acrobatics always defends for us too.
It does. It does. Wow. Okay. That seemed good.
Taking him out of the next draw pile.
I'm no longer able to commentate on this run. We finally escaped the stratosphere. We've been hoping to do so for some time, but we are safely beyond Earth limits at this point. Tornithopters, that's cool. You want 2 poison potions?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
How do you want to do it?
Well, I mean, that's how I want to do it.
I would never do that. It's like the one way we could die. I guess we can't die because we have the Wraith Form, so we're safe.
Yeah, turn 1 literally can just be dupe pot Wraith Form. And then it's literally from then on, find Nightmare, find Catalyst, throw them at the enemy. I think this simplifies our game plan.
You can do whatever you want here, and I will support it in full. Just make sure that what you're looking for, you should not be optimizing at this point for winning, because you did it. You're optimizing for achieving the thing with the nightmares that you want to achieve. Imagine whatever that is, whatever it is, Whatever you want to duplicate, whatever you want, let's make that happen. And I think you might find that if you're going for giant poison numbers, Snecko Oil is a better chance to do it than double poison potion. Because it increases your chances of drawing nightmares together in a hand and reducing their cost. Imagine 3 free nightmares by nightmaring a free nightmare.
But if
How
the
many
catalyst
catalysts would you like to produce?
But if the catalyst is not 1 cost or 0 cost, suddenly those nightmares make...
Bullet time.
It's true, bullet time is a card.
It's whatever you want. It's whatever you want. But the rails are fully off in this deck. You have 2 upgraded nightmares, 2 upgraded wraith forms, an upgraded adrenaline, an upgraded burst, an upgraded bullet time. You can do whatever you want. You are in charge now.
The
You're
world
captain
is
of
an
the ship,
oyster.
and you are the pearl.
Oh. Oh. Well, that's 2
Whatever you
wraith
want.
forms, baby.
Whatever you want. Find it. Make it happen. What are you gonna do? Did you make a secret technique or the apotheosis?
I made the secret technique. I'm thinking glass knife, then wraith form plays 1.
Remember, if you play a card here, we're drawing 1 card.
Mm-hmm.
Centennial, which might be fun.
Yes, you are right. Unless we play secret technique, put a skill into the hand, it can't draw.
Yeah, and maybe I don't know if you do or don't want to draw.
Okay, I think I know what it is for me.
Okay.
Draws nothing. Throw glass
gonna-
knife. Then wraith
you gonna
form
dupe
makes
it?
wraith form 0 cost. Sorry, we're gonna dupe which?
Oh, brilliant. Okay. Okay. I see. Oh, you can fill the hand with shivs if you want a better calculated gamble. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. Bye-bye. Oh. Yep. Now it's happening.
Now it's happening. There's no the thing in the head. Oh god, Teak.
Yep.
Nightmare the Burst. It's bullet time, Nightmare the Burst. Then we play Burst, double bouncing flask. We do all the shenanigans. We have Burst in the draw pile with another Nightmare and another Catalyst there.
Another
we fill a
Catalyst.
hand with Catalysts.
Okay. Are you gonna play the 2 poison potions now too?
Yeah.
What are you you duping something here?
No.
Okay.
I mean, no, an extra catalyst is gonna always outrank the rest of them. Nightmare bursts. Burst. Bouncing. Bouncing.
That is almost 100 poison on turn 1 without having played Catalyst. Fun fact, that is such a scary move on any turn on the other buff turns. I guess if you have Wraith Form, it's not scary. But specifically turn 1 does not do the spooky thing with strength. Wah, wah, wah.
Wanted to burst.
Maybe that was dupe the draw.
Yeah, maybe it was. I just wasn't thinking there was a world where I was gonna whiff that hard.
It's
But
because of
I
the
guess-
statuses, right?
Yeah, it's the statuses.
It was
in the deck.
it was not likely until we had 5 extra cards in the draw.
All right, fine.
Oh god.
Still doing it.
Oh, boot damage. That's gonna be the thing that saves us. I don't think we have enough bursts.
You're right. You're right. We
You
probably
should burst
don't.
a slime. You should burst a burst.
Let's do
See
it.
what it does. It's fixed. It didn't used to work. It does
Yeah.
now.
It did
That was a
not
good
used
turn.
to. Sometimes it's about sending a message, Tick. Ah, there you go. That's what I was looking for.
But all the nightmares are gone, right?
Oh, yeah.
A lowly 700 poison. We'll
Oh,
have to
no.
do something more wild. We should burst this phantasmal killer repeatedly. Oh, but we can't. Well, we can. We can.
There we go. Now we get a point of strength.
Good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah, duping shivs. No, that was the missing piece. You got to get the noxious fumes.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, it's not clear how we scale up enough damage.
You're right. Let's burst the bullet time so we can afford it.
Double the cost savings.
There we go. That makes sense.
Got the damage cap there. GG. Mail it in. Get it out. I'm going to bed. It's 7:30 in the morning.
Yep.
7:45.
It's almost midnight my time as well.
Oh my gosh.
This
GG.
ends an epic adventure of a day and of recording.
Two of those acts ended like by toothskins, and then the heart couldn't have been easier. I mean, just whatever you want to do.
Yeah, the Hexaghost was the real heart in this run.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then again, the Gremlin Knob was. And then again, the Collector was. And then again, there were so many hearts in this act, and none of them were the heart.
None of them were even in Act 3. It was like Act 2 and before. That's right.
Well, yeah, as Tika just mentioned, it has been a fairly long day, so I'm gonna kind of...
But a great day. A great day. And
Definitely
episodes tomorrow. You gotta watch them. You gotta see some You gotta... Can I tell them what it is? You got... Astronarch. It's a gym. There's only like 100 people who follow it on Twitch. What?
It is ridiculous. Something that Rito expressed to me at the time when he recommended it to me a long time ago now, was that the initial impression a lot of people have from the art style will sometimes put them off.
Okay.
But it becomes, as we said during the episode, spoiler, charming over the course of playing it, right, and kind of really makes sense and is cohesive in kind of like a presentationally effective way.
But also just the game is good.
Exactly, right? But that stopping people from initially engaging with the game is the only reason I think that it's only got 100 followers on Twitch, right? Otherwise,
I guess so.
Should have so many more. And you'll be able to see that episode in a playlist in the link in the description down below, 24 hours from the release of this video. But for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. His name's been sneakyteak. You can find a link in the description down below to his YouTube as well as his Twitch channel. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Good night.